My name is Corey Messina. I'm the president of this bakery. We happen to be a family business. We have a few other locations. It's a family business. It's my brother and my father involved as well, and they're the presidents as well. We've been in business for about 35 years, the original location. We have 4 locations on the island. One is in Levittown. That's the original. It's been there for about 35 years. This location here in Port Jefferson's been here for about 16 years. And another location in East Norwich has been there for about 10 to 11 years. And our last location is in Manhasset, which is an express location that offers everything that we do between our market and bakery. Well, we're really a specialty bakery. We really could do anything for any budget, starting from a basic style wedding cake to a high-end fancy designer wedding cake. We really try to accommodate anyone's budget for any particular type of projects. We could do anything from a high-end intricate wedding cake up to $5,000 to a very basic standard wedding cake up to $400, $500. So we treat whatever cake that we do, we use the highest quality ingredients and we make everything fresh that day, which is what we built our reputation on, is quality and freshness. Because we have 15 to 20 chefs that work for us all year round, we designate each chef to work on one particular project, allowing the cake to be made by one person from the beginning to the end the same day of the event. And believe it or not, that's usually a rarity with wedding cakes. Most places operate in a different manner and they do things ahead of time. So we focus on making sure that no matter what, the cake is made the same day of the event, which dramatically changes the quality and freshness of the cake. What we usually suggest, because we make every cake fresh that day, is to order the cake as soon as possible. You can never really be too early. By doing this, it allows us the ample time to designate each chef the proper amount of hours to work on a particular project. Some wedding cakes could take 3 hours, some wedding cakes could take 2 days straight. So depending on the intricacy of the particular project, we try to suggest as soon as possible. What we usually suggest to do is for the bride and groom to come make an appointment with myself, and I sit down with them. We make it by appointment only. We sit down, we figure out what they would like to do, what kind of cake they want to do, what's their budget. We have a tasting we offer, which sometimes either we make particular fillings that they can choose from, or we offer them a little small sample cake so they really get a taste of exactly what it's going to taste like, rather than just giving them a filling of chocolate mousse. We give them exact small little sample cake so they could taste everything together, from the frosting to the filling to the actual sponge cake. You can never be too early. 2 or 3 months is suggested. Depends on certain types of wedding cakes. The more intricate, the more time we need. If it's something we need to order special order for a particular design or a ribbon or a band, or it depends on really the project. Just to give a quick little history about ourselves and our family, it's a family business. It's 4 generations in the bakery business, going back to Naples. My grandfather had an amazing bakery. His grandfather had an amazing bakery. So it's just gone down the line in our family for hundreds of years, believe it or not. And one thing that we really focus on, which is very important to us, like I said before, is the quality and the freshness of the cake. Now, we have 3 departments of chefs that work on the cakes for us. Each one has a different level of skill and a different talent. We really specialize in fondant type cakes, but with fondant it's very important to roll it out the right way, in the correct way, and it's a special European technique that they use to roll out the fondant. When it's rolled out properly, it's very, very, very thin, therefore allowing the cake to have that beautiful, smooth, porcelain-like finished look to the cake, but not so much overpowering the taste of the cake. The thinner, the better tasting, and you're actually tasting the quality, which is what is inside the cake. It's also important the technique that you roll it out the right way, where it's symmetrical, the cake looks proportionate, and is rolled out evenly and flat. A lot of bakeries offer fondant, however, they're not as experienced with it as we do. About probably between 50 and 60 projects a week on average of fondant cakes, whether it's wedding cakes, whether it's a 3D groom's cake, whether it's a car or guitar, anything you can imagine we pretty much can do. We've done pretty much some very, very intricate work. We've actually done Donna Karen's 60th birthday cake that she actually called our bakery from Manhattan, and we delivered it into Manhattan. We've done the Petro, the goalie of the Islanders, wedding cake as well, and delivered into Manhattan. So we do have some pretty high-end, high-profile clients that we do focus on doing every single detail, and we built up a reputation based on who we are and our experience and the quality. Something like this is finished with rolled fondant, which the process to do fondant generally takes about 3 times longer than it does to do a buttercream cake. Essentially what they do is they make a cake, then they ice it with buttercream, and then they roll out the fondant afterwards. These flowers here, they're called gum paste flowers. They're actually all handcrafted The process to do them generally takes about 2 days. By the time they roll out the flowers to the time that they dry and set, and then they make them and actually construct them. So something like this could take about 4 to 5 hours to make as a minimum. I'd like to say thank you for the opportunity. Hope that you stop by our bakery and see what we have to offer. We also have a website. I don't know if you had mentioned it, but it's www.labonneboulangerie.com. LABONNE-BOULANGERIE. And there you'll see thousands of pictures of cakes that we've done, and we've done thousands more that made many of our guests, our clients, very, very happy.